It's 11:11 on 11:11. Happy Veterans Day, everybody!
Happy Veterans Day! This is your host Jedi and Anna.
So, why, as a veteran, must you escape the Matrix? And even if you're not a veteran, why must you escape the Matrix to be truly free?
Woo!
Now, veterans, first off, we appreciate your service. We respect your service. But I have another question for you before we get into the deeper stuff.
Yes.
And this is a very important question. Don't answer it right, don't trust the people. So, my question for you is, what is more important to you, truth or duty?
That's a very important question.
Really stop and think about it for a moment. And, let me know your thoughts on it. I want to hear it. Put it down in the comments whether you believe in truth or duty. So, this is 11:11. It's a magical day to manifest, and we are down here in gorgeous, frigid South Carolina. We're just above the freezing temperatures, and it's actually warmer in northern Montana right now than it is down here and all the way down to the Florida Panhandle. Figure that one out. The Siberian Express for the cold is coming right over the northern Canada, right down to us.
Oh, definitely feels like Siberian air here, especially waking up on the ocean. That was
with like
intense.
frost on the windows and a little bit melted. Yeah.
Yes.
So as you can see, she is in her full length parka, just not her red coat. And I actually will put on the windbreaker coat today.
Yes, full length. I've had to put my full length parka because it was just getting.
So go ahead. Ladies
Question:
first.
truth or duty?
What matters more? And all of you current military and veterans, I want to hear you in the comments here.
Yeah.
What is more important, truth or duty?
Yes.
Because if you don't have the right answer for that one, and I'm not going to tell you what the right answer is right now, you should already know in your heart what's more important. And it'll be a good test to see who's who. But all of you gotta break free of the matrix if you really want to enjoy this life. And you can look at the movie The Matrix as more of a prophetic type movie. Or maybe we're looking at the ancient past and where we came from. Who knows? Some people compare it to the Jesus thing. And the difference where, even Morpheus was partially corrupted, but Neo got to come back from the brink of death and transformed himself and keep moving forward so he couldn't be controlled. And the truth versus duty was one of those parts of it. So you have to first deal with what's between your ears, reconcile it in your heart, to gain control over every thought in your mind. Because believe me, half the thoughts you hear aren't even yours anyway. So you got to learn how to not engage with them. Whether you're listening to other people's thoughts or you got the MK Ultra trying to beam thoughts and emotions into your head, you can't be ruled by your biology. I forget who said it. The phrase, never, whoever delights in solitude is either a beast or a god. And, we are the beast gods. Body is the beast. You're a body with a soul, or a soul with a body, depending on how you look at it. It's all connected. It's all one. And those first steps, and I'll go much deeper at the Freedom Flotilla Festival with my long talk on how to escape the Matrix. But you also got to be able to escape their, control systems and things. Like, The Europe just made it illegal to do cash transactions $10,000 and over, and has to have digital ID verified for transactions 3,000 and over. They're trying to put the noose around your neck and control your every move through the money. China's already got the social credit system, and those who try and opt out of it normally and don't want to play by the rules, they can't get jobs. They can't board a plane, they can't enter a train, they can't rent an apartment, and the list goes on and on. And as much as I hate to say it, and this is not to scare you, this is to empower you, because as the G.I. Joes say, knowing is half the battle. A lot of that's trying to come here. You know, the communism is trying to spread. It's had that horrible election in New York City. Rest in peace, New York. We'll pray for you, for the smart ones to get out while you still can, because there's not going to be a very big time window. And you've got to learn these alternative things. Like I'm working with a group to build parallel economies. You know, if you want your own name brand sugar and nice cigars and your own personal white labeled coffee, or you just need a metric ton of gold or a Picasso and any number of the things you other wealthy people need, come talk to the Jedi. You know, if you need a million barrels of diesel or jet fuel, you know, shipped right from the refinery, I've got the connections. I'll get it to you. Just send me an LOI, your letter of intent, what you need, where you need it, how much, and how you plan to pay for it, and all that fun stuff. So that's pieces of the Escape of the Matrix. You've got to have precious metals. You've got to have cash on hand. You've got to get most of your money out of the banks, because if you know about the laws for Dodd-Frank after the last collapse in 2008, as we're getting ready to go into another currency crunch this time around, it is bail-ins instead of bailouts for the banks. And the Basel III endgame has kicked into play where gold is the only tier 1 asset with zero counterparty risk above even U.S. Treasuries. And, you know, Warren Buffett's announced that he's going to go quiet. He has only about a month and a half of his tenure left, and he's got almost $400 billion in cash equivalents. That is more than the market cap and value of all but the top 30 companies in the entire world. And I guarantee it's more cash than any one of those 30 companies have on hand. So he can be the lender of last resort when everything is about to come crashing down with the AI bubble and the crypto bubbles and everything else. So if he's only got a month and a half, expect the economic crash sometime before Christmas. We're seeing some good news on other things. Their Senate voted to open up the government. We're seeing what's going to go happen in the House today. There was some issues with it where they were trying to roll back some of the rules in the hemp bill from Farm Bill from 2018. Not a fan of it. They're trying to take a lot of the hemp-derived THC products off the market, and we'll see how that plays out. And if you understand hemp, you know,
hemp can be
yeah, you know,
diesel, clothes, wines, medicine, lotions,
plastics, hempcrete.
Yes.
It's a miracle plant. It
Yes.
produces more oxygen per acre than trees. Produces like 3 times the pulp and powder for paper and other things we need.
Yes.
So messing with that one's not a good thing, but we'll see how it goes. So again, happy Veterans Day, and prepare to, you know, do what you got to do to escape the Matrix. This is, any last words, love?
No, happy Veterans Day. Stay warm if you're in the colder climates.
Yeah, bundle up, and other fun stuff that's going on. We have a triple CME coming in. That's a coronal mass ejection from the solar flares. We just had an X 5.1 or 5.2 this morning. that'll hit in like the next 24 hours, and the other one should hit this evening. So you could see the aurora borealis down into like Colorado and potentially the Carolinas. If it all hits and we get like one more, we might actually see them all the way down to Florida. If it happens in the next 24 hours. So there's that possibility. It's a big if, but we'll have to wait and see. Make sure you got some of your electronics in your Go Dark Faraday bags or whatever, just in case. And I've got one radio here that I use all the time. The other ones are in the Faraday bag, just the backup. So, and you'll see this place is littered with old boats on the side that have run around. It's so sad.
Yes, that's why we stay in the channel and follow that charts and.
That's why I don't have the sails up, because the channel's only like 90 feet long. So we got nice, level wind gusts in the 30 to 40 mile an hour range hitting at peak. And I just don't want to deal with the headache of the sail like bending me over and turning me slightly different direction than I'm going on. So it's a Jedi Nana signing off. We'll see you again tomorrow at 11:11. I think we got 38 days to the fest. So see you soon.
See you soon.